Coming up on Bear News.
Steve Spangler made his way to UNC to motivate and encourage teachers.
It really helped me realize what being a teacher might do and the impact that it can make.
You are not alone if you've felt heartbroken. We'll tell you about a professor who experienced a hole in his heart.
And so I wish that people would value either what they learned or those special memories.
Africa made its way to UNC and brought a taste to campus to enrich and influence UNC's culture.
Students aren't the only ones battling mental health. UNC professors struggle too, but they use it as a way to inspire.
I'm trying to navigate how do I deal with work and college and making my art and relationships and friendships and all that stuff at the same time as managing this disease.
Friday night snow in 60s next week. Find out more in your full forecast.
Bear News starts now. Good afternoon, Bears. I'm your host, Sophia Tavanello, and this is Bear News. This week, I'm once again joined by my co-host, Gabby Lopez. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Sophia. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Ready to get started?
Ready.
All right, let's get started. Today, we'll be covering past and upcoming UNC events, some inspirational stories that will sure tug at the heartstrings. A couple of weeks ago, reporter Drew Peters covered a story about the Future Teachers Conference, which gives high school students an opportunity to learn about teaching as a profession. Reporter Tatiana Williams followed up on the event. Take a look.
UNC has produced thousands of graduates who have gone on to have successful careers in education. Earlier this month, the university hosted the 9th annual Future Teacher Conference for hundreds of students throughout Colorado who all share a similar passion for teaching.
I think it's important for people to see the campus and maybe what classrooms could look like.
During the conference, students learned what it takes to become a teacher. They got a special visit from UNC President Andy Feinstein and Emmy Award winner Steve Spangler. Students also participated in different workshops around campus.
I know that some professors are also leading workshops today, so meeting some of those people is definitely good.
In high school, volunteer Jasmine Gaines knew she wanted to come to UNC for teaching. When she attended the conference last year, she knew she made the right decision.
I really liked it, especially going to all the different workshops that I did. It really helped me realize what being a teacher might do and the impact that it can make.
This year, Jasmine volunteered at the conference to help students figure out if UNC is the right school for them.
Seeing the behind the scenes and how much work actually goes into making a big event like this has definitely really changed my outlook on it and how much work it actually takes.
This event has a large impact not only on the students who came to the conference, but the students who volunteered.
Seeing all these people here who are aspiring teachers just like I was is amazing to see.
The event not only provided valuable insight into the teaching profession, but it also fostered a sense of community among attendees. With the support of dedicated volunteers like Jasmine, Ian, and Parker, this event serves as a crucial stepping stone for those who wish to transform the future of education. From Bear News, this is Tatiana Williams.
Thanks, Tatiana.
Are you looking for something to do this weekend? Are you interested in events during Black History Month? The Marcus Garvey Cultural Center is spearheading a remarkable excursion to the Black American West Museum and Heritage Center located in Denver. Scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday the 17th, the trip promises an immersive exploration of African American history in the American West. Participants can anticipate a seamless experience as transportation, museum fees, and lunch will be provided. This endeavor aims to deepen understanding and appreciation of the significant contributions of Black Americans to the cultural tapestry of the American West. To ensure a spot on this enlightening journey, interested individuals are encouraged to sign up using the link provided below. Don't miss this opportunity to embark on a meaningful exploration of heritage and history with the Marcus Garvey Cultural Center.
Tomorrow's excursion certainly hasn't been the only event celebrating Black History Heritage Month. The 7th annual Taste of Africa took place last Saturday in Campus Commons. This event is the biggest yearly event for the African Student Union that showcases different African countries through dance, fashion, and food. The UNC African Student Union started the yearly event for others to get aware of African culture. The countries that were represented this year were Nigeria, Ghana, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Congo, South Sudan, Togo, and Benin.
Students made posters and sat on the stairs when patrons were arriving to showcase facts and the flag of each African country. Each country represented also had a group dance performance, a bright clothing to showcase each of the cultures. Choreographies for the dances were UNC students, most being first-year students. There was also other performances by 3 solo singers who are friends with UNC students. If you stayed late enough, there was a fashion show that showcased cultural pieces from the African countries and African food for patrons to try. If you missed this event, the African Student Union holds other events throughout the year. Be sure to check out on their Instagram at UNC_ASU to find more events coming up.
If you went through a breakup this Valentine's Day, you might be feeling like there's a hole in your heart, and you wouldn't necessarily be alone. A couple of years ago, one UNC professor actually had a hole in his heart, a life-changing one. Take a look.
Own brain tried to kill me, but I won. Quite a big statement to put on a shirt, and one that could easily go unnoticed by a student or someone passing by. But it isn't just any shirt. It's a declaration. In 2019, University of Northern Colorado professor Sean Montano experienced a stroke that essentially killed the left side of his brain. The stroke was caused by a hole in his heart that he had no idea existed. He was left with aphasia, a brain disorder that made it incredibly hard for him to make connections between words and symbols. Instead of teaching in the classroom, Montano had to go back to the basics and learn how to speak again. He started reading Dr. Seuss out loud with his daughter Lyra, who would help correct him. Suddenly, everyday tasks like forming sentences turned into accomplishments.
I had to literally think the word, and then the next word, and then the next word. And if I got, 3 or 4 words together, I was pretty happy.
Since that fateful day 5 years ago, Montano's speech has improved. He's received his master's in educational psychology and continued to inspire students.
It's important to me that people realize what Sean was able to accomplish. When he had the stroke, he was just starting his 2nd semester of his master's degree, and he didn't miss a beat. He found the tools, and he just persevered through, and I'm just so proud of him.
Obviously, Montano has come a long way, but despite gaining lots of skills back since the stroke, there are still some things that will always be lost, like memories.
And so I wish that people would value either what they learned or those special memories.
Say trick or treat!
Because when you suffer a stroke and all of a sudden memories get ripped out of your brain, it's frightening.
Although Montano doesn't know how many memories have been taken from him, he does know that there's a shirt that will always remind him that he's a survivor.
My brain tried to kill me and I won, so I wear this shirt very proudly.
With Bear News, I'm Shelley Schwartz.
Sean Montano is actually the professor in charge of Bear News, and most of us had no idea he survived a stroke. Since the stroke, he's been sharing his story on social media to help others, which is how we learned about it. Thank you again for being an inspiration, Professor. This week, reporter Drew Peters talked to another professor with an amazing story. Take a look.
Thanks, Sophia. I recently got the chance to speak to a UNC professor who uses health struggles of his own as a way to inspire his art, as well as relate to his students. Take a look.
Ever since he was a kid, Matt McHugh knew he loved art.
Yeah, so art has been a family thing for really my whole life. I never felt pressured in my family to make art, like this is what you have to do, but the materials and the inspiration were always around.
Fast forward to now, McHugh uses that same love and passion to not only teach students here at UNC, but also create beautiful works of his own.
I think that the topics I like to explore they tend to be really big philosophical topics, like you said, time and mortality and things like that. So I've explored those in different ways for a long time. Honestly, I think that it just kind of comes from my own existential angst a little bit.
McHugh's intrigue for mortality and life come from his personal battle with ankylosing spondylitis, a severe and progressive form of spinal arthritis.
It's hard because it's a permanent genetic arthritic disease where I think that there's not really like a cure for it. You can treat it, you can treat symptoms and reduce those, but once the ball's rolling, there's no real like stopping it. You can just maybe slow it down. So for me, I think that actually creates some sense of urgency with my work in that I know my body's probably going to be capable of less every decade, or maybe even every year.
His constant struggles with the disease have helped him better understand that students might have more than just school on their plates.
So for my whole adult life, I'm trying to navigate how do I deal with work and college and making my art and relationships and friendships and all that stuff at the same time as managing this disease.
McHugh believes that this more empathetic approach to teaching creates a space where his students feel freer to express themselves. And while students certainly learn a lot from him, McHugh feels like he constantly is gaining inspiration from their works of art.
They can really bring a lot of new insights that I just wouldn't think of, because I just have my ways of doing things, and it's really exciting to see different forms of visual thinking. I think that's kind of at the root of it.
Such an inspiration. Thanks again, Professor McHugh. Now we head back to the desk. Take it away, Sophia.
Thanks, Drew. The University of Northern Colorado's Denver-based Center for Urban Education received an inaugural award for its pioneering efforts in ballistier educator diversity. The American Association for Colleges for Teacher Education bestowed UNC Center with a 2024 Promising Practice Awards. These impact initiatives are aimed at fostering a more diverse teaching workforce. This prestigious award recognizes the center's multifaceted approach encompassing a spectrum of activities, practices, programs, systems, and policies. UNC Center for Urban Education stands as a testament to the transformative power of the inclusive equity and excellence in the teacher preparation. For more information about this program and its initiatives, visit the link below. Up next, after the break, we have Sam with the weather. We'll be right back.
All right, I'm at the house, and I'm gonna head inside. Okay, come on, this door. I'm in the house.
What do you see?
Let me check the den. There's nothing in the den. Let me check the kitchen. There's no one downstairs, it looks like.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. Let me head upstairs.
What do you see?
What the? Did you shut this bathroom door?
No.
Oh,
What?
It's not here.
What do you mean?
The gun's not here.
What? Where is it?
Oh my God.
What's going on?
Cam.
Oh my God, what's going
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam, please, please, open the door, Cameron. Come on, Cam.
Welcome back, and I'm Weatherman Sam with your Friday forecast. And Greeley right now is looking pretty overcast as we take a look outside. Greeley, UNC, currently 32 degrees right now, but today's highs are all in the 30s. We've reached our highs for today. It's currently 32, but tonight we're expecting some winter weather to come into the area. This is Friday night tonight, around 4 to 5 o'clock p.m. tonight. The snow is supposed to move through from the north, but looking towards later tonight, this snow is expected to bring a decent amount of inches towards Greeley. As we look towards later tonight, there's some snow bands that are expected to bring maybe 2 to 5 inches of snow, but the weather is, of course, our snow totals. This is what the models are saying right now, but currently I don't believe these are the correct amount of snow totals. I believe Greeley and most of the Front Range is expected to get a lot more snow because we are currently under a winter weather advisory, and that lasts from tonight until 2 a.m. tomorrow. But looking towards tomorrow, we're going to warm back up just a little bit as temperatures are, as we move towards Saturday, it's supposed to move on out. But as we look towards tomorrow, the temperatures should warm up just a little bit. As we could see, Greeley will stay into the upper 30s as we look towards tomorrow. And most of Colorado is going to be cold for the weekend as well. as these are some of our temperatures, but we'll take a look at our 7-day forecast, and because I want to show you what's coming next week as Tuesday. Hey, 64 degrees on Tuesday. So we just got to get through this weekend right now with the snow coming tonight, but then we'll warm right back up and even into this weekend, getting up into the 50s and 60s. We'll go back to Gabby at the desk.
Thanks, Sam. Are you a fan of desserts? Are you a sweetheart at your core? The second month of the year is definitely filled with many hearts and roses. It's February, and you know what that means? Love is in the air. Love can be expressed in different forms and gestures. The UNC Office of Global Engagement hosted the annual Valentine's Day cookie decorating on Monday in Wilson Hall. The main goal of this event was to get students to express love by decorating a cookie for their favorite person. Students had a variety of choices for decorating, such as sprinkles, pearls, heart-shaped figures, and lots of red and
For
pink
Valentine's
frosting.
Day, it's something that's a big part of U.S. culture. It's an international holiday, but definitely a big thing for the States, and being able to just come in, make a sweet treat. You can bring one for your friends or just eat one yourself.
Cookies are for sure an easy way to get to the heart. Now we head to sports reporter Nathan Kitchen for some UNC recaps.
Thank you, Sophia. Last night, UNC women's basketball hosted Portland State for their 12th conference game. It was pink out night at the Bank of Colorado Arena. The Bears stayed in the lead throughout the game, evening out the score, with the Vikings 19-5 in the third quarter. 8 Bears had at least 1 rebound, and 4 scored in double digits. UNC would eventually win by a score of 65-48.
Is to be more aggressive. We think we typically get high percentage good shots, but now what if that shot doesn't go in? Who's climbing the glass for us and helping us get extra points? So that was probably the big separator because
Last night, the UNC men's basketball travel to Portland State would be an overtime thriller. The overtime struggle spelt disaster as the team only scored 4 points in overtime. Unfortunately, the Bears fell to the Vikings 72-82. Only 2 players scored in double digits. For this upcoming weekend, Bear News Sports wishes the UNC women's softball team good luck in the Texas State Tournament. That's it for Bear News this week. For sports, I'm Nathan Kitchen, and we'll head back to the desk. Take it away, Sophia.
Thanks, Nathan. UNC's Go and Learn program, aka GOAL, is a higher education program that is an opportunity for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities to attend college. Students are able to complete the FAFSA and receive certain forms of federal financial aid, including Pell Grants and work-study funds. To apply for the GOAL program, applicants don't use the traditional UNC application procedures. Those in the GOAL program must complete 72 to 80 credit hours using a combination of modifications and accommodations. Upon completion, students are awarded a credential of completion. For more information on this program, visit the UNC homepage and search for UNC GOAL. We'll have more information on this program in the coming weeks. That about covers it for this week, Bears. A big thank you to my co-host Gabby for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
I did too. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Sophia Tavanello, and this is Bear News Friday. Hope you enjoyed your time. Have a good weekend, Bears.